I'm back to Tell the Truth channel. Please like, share my content on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. And what other content that y'all go on, I appreciate that very much. I am in Jesus and Jesus is in me. All right. My father want me to speak on some things for the mans, the single mans that need to know these things. Because like I said, this is a part two for the ladies that I was talking about. This is edit for the mans, the single mans that's raising up children. Okay, this is what my father wanted me to speak on for y'all mans to know. Okay, like I said, it's not easy to raise up children. It take a village to raise children up. So, some things that he want me to tell y'all mans to help y'all when y'all are raising children and babies. Okay, look. Now when your woman leaves you with the baby, things that you need to know how to take care of these babies, okay? So you won't have to be, you know, thinking about, should I give my baby up for adoption? Because I don't know how to take care of a baby. Or I just ask my mama to raise up my baby. No. The point is, it's not your mother. That is not her. Um, that is not for her to do, to raise up your child. That's not for her to do. She didn't lay down and have that child. You did. So it's your responsibility, not hers. And another thing, talking about giving up your child for adoption, no, that's not a good thing either. Because the child didn't ask to come in the world. Okay? So you did that, you brought the child in the world, so it's your responsibility to raise the child, not give the child up. Give the child love, because that's all they need is love. And once you give them that, they good. You know, once you give them love, they are good. So back to the conversation that I want to talk to y'all about. Okay, now when a child have, you know, because some babies come out with, you know, bumps and stuff on their bodies that the women's like be drinking pop and all that stuff, and you don't know why the baby got that, why the baby got, you know, the little sores and the little bumps and stuff on them, because the woman that you dated, that you don't be around all the time, you don't know what she's eating and all of that stuff. So when the baby comes out and the baby has little bumps and stuff on them, that come from the mother drinking pop and stuff, and pops is not good to drink when you are pregnant. Okay, ladies, pop is not good to drink when you are pregnant, because it can mess with the baby. Okay, so mans, when you are left like that with a child, you go to the doctor and let the doctor give you medicine for that. You know, because that has something to do with the lady when she was drinking pop. Now, other things. Now, when a baby is in the house and you have heat on, and the heat is too much in the house, because babies cannot take hot heat in the house. The house got to be warm. It's got to be warm for the babies. Okay? So if you see any um, heat, because that's what it is, it's heat from the heat. It's heat that's on the baby's body. What you do, you don't always have to rush the baby to the hospital for everything. You just got to know what to do yourself. So, in our days, what we used to do back in our days, we used to use baby oil and powder on the baby's body, on their face, on their bodies. Wherever we see the heat at, we will put the baby oil and the powder on the baby. Now make sure the powder is not thick on the baby, so the baby don't look like a white uh, Santa Claus or whatever. Make sure the baby don't be looking like that. Just put a little powder on the baby and rub it on the baby while you have the oil on there, and the oil will dry up the powder on the baby. Okay? Now, these days, the way they use things on the baby when they have heat, you can go to the store and buy some cortisone 10. Not the strength cortisone 10, the one that's not strong. Get the one that's mild. Not the one that's strong, not the extra strength. Get the mild one that is good for you to put on the baby when the baby has heat on their body. That's what you do. Now, diaper rash. Mans, listen. Okay, now, if you don't want your baby to have a diaper rash, you change that pamper. You know, like we do, we know when the baby is wet. So let me give y'all some pointers on this. When the baby is crying, the baby might be wet. When the baby is crying, the baby might be hungry. When the baby is crying, the baby might be sleepy. Okay? So you got to check everything. You got to check the pamper. You got to feed the baby. You got to see if the baby is hungry. And you got to what did I just say? Feed the baby, check the baby pamper, and the other thing that I just said. You got to check that too. You got to check that too, mans. You got to check that too. Okay? So, when you check all of that and the baby's not wet in all of that, then the baby just wants you to hold them. Now, sometimes you don't have to hold the baby all the time, because sometimes the baby just want to be whole just to be whole. You don't do that. Sometimes you let the baby cry for a while. And if the baby just constantly keep crying, and don't want to stop crying, then you pick up the baby. But if the baby stop crying and the baby fall asleep, that's a good thing. Not a bad thing. Good thing. Just check the baby and see is the baby okay. And the baby, you will know if the baby okay because you will see the baby breathing and all of that. Okay? Now, while you in the hospital, you ask the doctor, because man, y'all don't know like we do. Do the baby supposed to sleep on the stomach or on their back? Ask questions on that, man. Ask questions on that. So you would know, should your baby sleep on the stomach or the back? Sometimes the baby sleep on the side. Now, you got to look at this. Babies sleep the way they like to sleep. So if you see your baby turn over to the side, that means the baby likes sleeping on the side. If you see your baby wants you to flip him over on his stomach, then he sleeps on that. That's the way he likes to sleep, or she likes to sleep. If your baby likes to sleep on her back or his back, then that's the way he's comfortable or she's comfortable to sleep. So you got to figure all of that out, mans. You have to figure everything out for yourself. You got to figure all that out. So when you raising up a baby, it's not easy. You got to use your mind and think, what is wrong? Why is she crying? Why is he crying? And don't let the baby walk around with a pamper on wet, for the wet, and then the baby get a diaper rash. Now, let me tell you something, mans, what you need to know about that diaper rash. If you don't change that pamper like you supposed to, check that pamper every time to see if that pamper is wet and change it. Because if you don't, you going to wish to God that you did change that pamper every time it was wet. Okay? Because let me tell you something. When a baby get chafed, that is not good. Not good at all. That baby will cry all day, all night, all evening, all morning. 24 hours a day, that baby will cry. You hear what I'm saying? So, change the baby pamper every time. If you think the baby is crying, check the pamper. See if the baby boo-boo or the baby wet, and change it. Okay? Don't hold on and then let the baby be soaking wet and then say, okay, I got to wait till she's soaking wet or he's soaking wet, then I need to change her. No, you check it. And if you feel that it's soaked enough, change the pamper, because you don't want the baby to get chafed. Because when a baby gets chafed, that is not a good thing. You think you being up all night when the baby don't want to sleep? Just wait till the baby get chafed. That's worse than the baby trying to sleep. Think about that, man. Think about it. So now, when the baby get chafed and you see that the booty is red and it have sores down there, yeah, that comes from the pamper being on the baby too long. And what you do, you go to the store, because if you don't have the cream that the doctor give you, because the doctor give you everything you need for the baby, for the mothers. And if you don't have that, when that woman leave you, what you do, you go to the store and you tell the people in the store that my baby have a diaper rash. What do I need to use? They will tell you this cream that they have is a white cream that they use on the baby. I think it's what? Desiatrin. I think that's the name of it. Desiatrin. I'm not for sure, but I think that's the name of it. Desiatrin. You get that cream, and once you put that on the baby gonna sleep good, because is healing that diaper rash that you left on the baby. Okay? So, man, that's what you all have to do. You have to make sure when you become a first-time father and you stuck with that baby, you need to know exactly what to do when it comes to raising up them babies. Okay? That's what you do. You make sure that you do everything. So, when you think the baby has a fever or anything, you get a monitor and checks the baby temperature. You don't check the baby temperature from the mouth. You check the baby temperature from the booty. Okay? From the booty. Put it in there a little bit. Do not push it up in there. Okay, man? Put it on the tip and wait till it wasn't there, and then look at it. And if the baby temperature is too high, you take the baby to the hospital. Okay? That's what you do. And if you feel that you don't know what to do, take the baby to the hospital and the doctor will tell you what kind of Tylenol or Advils to give the baby. Okay? But it's always going to be liquid, because you don't give babies aspirins. You give them liquid, like liquid Tylenols, liquid Advils. Whatever they tell you to give them, that's what you give the babies. Okay? That's what y'all do, mans. Now, you can check the baby temperature with the the right middle of your arm. You put that in the baby arm and you bring it up. Like, like they have you to, when they're giving you a shot in your arm and they have you to bring it up and to put the bandage on it. That's where you put the thermometer at on the baby. And you check it that too. You check it that way too. Okay? So, man, you check it in the booty and you check it on the arm part. And you will know from there if the baby have a temp or not. Okay? So if you think that the baby is not moving right or whatever, the baby is just being too quiet, then you take that baby to the doctor. You don't hold off. You go straight and take that baby to the doctor and find out what's going on. Okay? That's what you do. But you can try to do what you can for yourself. And if that don't work, then you take the baby to the doctor and let the doctor tell you what's going on. Because it could be something else that's going on with the baby, besides the baby having a fever. It could be something else. So, when stuff like that, you just take the baby to the doctor and let the doctor tell you what's going on. And you will be okay. Okay? You will be okay. Because I'm going to put it like this. You don't always have a mother there to help you. Sometimes the mother pass on. Sometimes you have a sister. Sometimes the sister pass on. Sometimes you don't have nobody. So you got to do this on your own. So that's why I'm telling y'all this now. Because some of y'all might not have y'all parents. And some of y'all might not have y'all brothers or sisters to help. So this is why I'm telling y'all. Make sure you do all of that. And you will know If the you will know when the baby is okay, because the baby will be, you know, looking at you and, smiling at you or whatever the baby does. You will see, and you will be okay. You will be okay, mans. So don't get all what's the name, because like I said, if you feel something ain't right and you can't handle it, take the baby to the doctor. Take the baby to the doctor. If you can't handle it, take the baby to the doctor and let the doctor tell you what is going on. Because, like I said, it could be something else going on. And make sure the babies are updated with their shots. Do not hold off on their shots. Make sure they are updated on their shots, mans. Make sure they updated. Because you know why? You're going to need them shots to get the babies on school. When they start school, the teachers and all of them is going to want to go back to them days when you raised them, that baby came home, and they going to want them shots. Okay? So make sure they are updated. So you won't have to have no problem. And then putting that baby in all that agony, have to go to the doctor, and then this baby got to get all these shots because you should have did it at first. So every time the doctor say, bring that baby back, bring the baby in. Don't hesitate. Take the baby in. When they give you an appointment, say that this baby got to be at the doctor for that shot. Take that baby in for that baby can be in for that shot. Every time. When they give you an appointment, do it. Don't hesitate on it, mans. Do it. Okay? So this what y'all mans need to know. Okay, so I want to talk about something else before I get off here. Okay, one day I went to the park. And when I went to the park, I saw these mans. And I was so blown away. Really, blown away. I seen the mans out there playing in the playground with their children. And I'm like, what? Usually it be the mothers out there with the children. But this time I saw all the mans out there with the children. And I'm like, whoa, I'm shocked. So I said to one man, I say, you know what? Y'all should do that more often. Come out here and play with your children. And then he said, well, sometimes I can't do that because I work all the time. Okay, now it's a red flag right there, mans. That's a red flag right there. Now, we understand y'all work, okay? But you got to know how to make time for your children. Your job should not be more important than your children's, okay? You should have time for your children regardless if you have a job. You make time for your children. Don't say, well, I can't always spend time with them because I have to work. No, you can't do that. You can do that. If you can make time to make a baby and have sex with a woman, you can make time to spend time with your children. So what's the difference with that, mans? What's the difference? If you can go out there and have sex with a woman to make a baby, even though you know you have to work, but you make time for that, you can make time to spend with your children. You can do that too. If you can put your job on hold to go out there and have sex with women, you can put your job on hold to have time for your children. So yeah, mans, that was a beautiful thing, me seeing y'all out there playing with y'all children. I was so proud of y'all. So proud of y'all. And y'all need to do that more often. More often. And when you do that, pat yourself on the back and say, alrighty now, I'm spending time with my child and I love it. Yes. Spend time with your child, because the more you spend time with your child, the more that bond come closer with you and your child. Therefore, that means your child will not keep secrets from you. They will be very trustworthy to come to you and tell you whatever is going on in their lives. So the only way you can do that is to spend time with them, talk to them, ask them how their day is in school. Ask them have they had any problems in school. And if they say, Dad, I need to talk to you, I'm having this, listen to them. If they have problems, be there for them. Don't say, well, babe, I can't talk to you right now because I'm at work. No, you say, hold on. I have to talk to my child right now. I will be in there to work Right now my child need me. And then you listen to what your child got to talk about, because it could be serious. Do not put your children's on hold, mans. Do not do that. So whatever they are going through and they want to talk, you sit there and you listen to them about their problems, because it could be anything that's going on and they need to talk to you, and you be there for them. Just like we mothers be there for our children. Now, I'm not going to say all of the mothers. I'm saying some of the mothers that be there for their children. Like it should be some of the mans, all of y'all should be there for y'all children. Like all the mothers should be there for their children. But you know, you have it like that some don't, and you have it like that some do. So I'm telling y'all, mans, be there for your children, regardless. Do not put your life before your children's, because your children did not ask to come in this world. You brought these children in the world, so you take care of these children the right way. Spend time with your children. Do not put your life before your children's. Put your children's first. That's how you do that. The first thing you do is put God first. Always put God first. Then your children's, then yourself. That's how you do that. Always listen to your children's. Okay? So that's what I want to talk to y'all about. Thank y'all for listening to me. Jesus love you. Father love you. The Holy Ghost, the angels, the ancestors, and I love y'all. Talk to y'all again soon. Y'all have a good day and a blessed day.